didn't feel pain, and we all chipped in on gas. So they voted me director of transportation. Yeah, we're dedicated NASCAR fans. We make every single race we can. This beat up bus is our home away from home. We love to hear those engines scream while we cheer our favorite team.
Manufactured pretty much a Motorsports Series chassis with a truck body on it and a couple of other modifications. The reason we're having that here tonight, well, coming up in just a couple of weeks on Saturday night, July the 17th, New England Dodge Dealers presents the New England Dodge Dealers Pro Tour Truck 150. That's Saturday night, July the 17th. Be sure to check that out. And for New England Dodge Dealers Pro Tour Truck Series discount super coupon for $2 off the regular admission to the New England Dodge Dealers Pro Truck 150. Presented by New England Dodge. See a friendly New England Dodge dealer nearest to you and pick up yourself a coupon for that event. Of course, we want to thank all of our weekly sponsors again. Coors Beer with us once again. Bob Zidane and all the guys from Colonial Beverage. Ice cold Pepsi Cola. Nothing goes nice on a hot summer day like an ice cold Pepsi. And especially on a hot day, you want to be sure you get plenty of fluids throughout the afternoon and the evening. So they are available at all the concession stands: Pepsi Cola, Diet Pepsi, ice water, iced tea, and much, much more. Be sure to check those out. Keep yourselves full of some fluid so we don't have any problems throughout tonight's racing activity. With us one more time in 1999, catching all the action. So if you are looking for a copy of tonight's racing action or any of the racing action, be sure to stop by Frank and Helen's video booth and pick up a copy of the tape. And while you're down there at the base of the tower, be sure to stop by the Seekonk Speedway souvenir booth. Pick yourself up a hat to shade the sun out of your eyes. They also have some t-shirts, baby clothing, hats, seat cushions, bike bottles, and much, much more. And of course, you want to pick up a copy of tonight's Seekonk Speedway Racing Souvenir Magazine. Features, of course, by picking up one of the Racing Souvenir magazines, you can be eligible for one of the prizes being given away with the lucky numbers drawing. The lucky numbers are located on the Cisco's performance page. We'll call those out a little later on. The first two truckies rolling out onto the racetrack right now, starting on the pole out of Westport, Massachusetts. Down the sheet key says number 5, it'll be Rich Turpin. Outside of which driving truck number 92, one of the young lions of the truck division. In the Columbus Oil number 92, it's Nick Macedonia. Driver in the long run seafood number 94 sits next to post on a two Rhode Island, it's Don Carrero. And alongside of the onset mass, driving the third in the number 87, Patricio Lent. Tommy Kiefer brings the number 2, starting 5th on the field. Alongside of the number 65 out of Berkeley Mass, will be Pat McCroy. Future winner this year, driving truck number 27 of the King's Inn number 27 will be Mike Whiteman. Alongside 3-time future winner number 64 out of Dartmouth, Massachusetts, in the executive Mitsubishi Raceway out of the truck number 64, it's George Rigo. Kevin Casper, another future winner this year out of Somerset, Mass, starts on the field alongside the young lady in the WWF, first-bar girl number 4, Robin Sloan. And the final truck on the field, the defending champion out of Onset, Massachusetts, out of Masonic, Massachusetts, with the Brian Burr owned Chevrolet, it's the Bulldog Billy Flint. There you have it, first truck heat, lined up, ready to go. Turpin into Macedonia, edge toward the line. Eddie Moore lets it go. Turpin gets the jump of Macedonia. Side by side, here comes Macedonia, back up on the outside groove. But number 92, really want to run with the ball session this afternoon. The keep your eyes deep in the field. The number 64, for George Rigo, and the number 28, number 2, for Helen. He's trying to get around the 65 for Moore. Here comes Billy Flint himself. Down the back straightaway. Macedonia continuing to work the outside groove with Rich Turpin. Open up the hole so he can make his move. Here's Bob Whiteman. The King's Inn number 27, the purple and white Chevrolet. He now comes up to the back bumper of the rainbow, back to the right. This time by crosses that finish line. The fire company continues to the wide down the back straightaway down. Oh, left instead of onside. Back together way out wide. He comes up with the lead as he drove right around the outside of Turpin. This time now, the last settles it up front to the 87 on the left, settles into a second. He had red, white, blue, and yellow number 87. The Bob Turpin against third. Battle right now is for fourth. Between the 65 and top the forward on the outside. And the 27 and 20. That's about moving forward. Throwing down, does go around the outside of Morgan. He has all kinds of pressure. But the yellow and blue number 64, the only 25 feature winner. He has 3 feature wins. He's 4-3 now. Different scholarship out. The Vegas Play scholarship out there. The old high scholarship, if you will. He's on this side. John just got the Macedonia continues to continues to be Germany. One time of gold is number 65 and 64 up for Lugo. Back to the line, this time on, the youngster will get the right side. Still looking to make it a big deal. The first time, Sticky Tunnel, number 67. Back to the line, instead of the Columbus Oil. Second, third, Rodrigo got a throw in the 13 until he split. Round number 2, looks like we're just about ready to roll for the second Seekonk Sports Truck Heat event. Keep your eyes on the drivers in the rear of the field, the veterans in this class, Louis Clark, Johnny Swift, and Lee Soya. Soya had a hard shot to the right front of that truck. The oldest driver in the field, Louis Clark, is the bell halting was completely shredded on the back of that truck. Pieces came out the flywheel, clutches, and everything, as well as lighting the fuel line up. And for a few anxious moments there, the truck and track were on fire, but everybody okay. He's back this week. Lead is out. Right away, Al Reed takes the jump. Third up to the outside, keep your eyes on the 26. The Russell Peter's got him on the side. All 3 of these drivers looking for their first win. They works his way to the inside of the German, takes over the third position. The German, Noise Bucket, 5 to 15 of J. Macedonia, and 18 of Johnny Swift. All get by on the inside. The German settles into the 7th position. One truck off the pace, and that's going to let you go ahead. But after this, the motor last week, going almost fast, it's like something right now. Field starting to pick itself out. I don't think continues to set the pace in the left lane to move in the 33. The yellow flag gone out by that. Watchman comes to the hood. Tonight, the closed door twin 50-lap Pro Stock feature events are on tap. Some exciting racing coming to you all evening long. Roscoe to Jesus now, inching down towards the gas line. Eddie Ball looks him over, the green is out. Leach once again jumps out in front with the LPM racing gives him number 43. Leach has been having a great year so far. The rookie driver looking to pick up his first win in the last couple of weeks, but just falling down by short. Here comes Joe LeMay. LeMay works his way to the inside of DeJesus as DeJesus drifts up higher off the 4th corner. Give the second spot to LeMay. Brian Clark threads the needle right in between the 26 of DeJesus and the 18 of Johnny Tripp, work his way to the inside. DeJesus still hanging tough up on the outside. Another driver still trying to hang in the outside groove is Jay Macedonia. And the King, they get excavating. Columbus Oil number 14. He looks like he might be tucking back in behind Johnny Tripp as Roscoe DeJesus now starts to slide back. Well, a lap ago you talked about Alan Leach and how well that truck was running. Well, last time coming out of turn 2, the back end started to slide out from underneath. That truck is starting to get a little bit loose as the track starts to grease up just a little bit from the heat. Drivers go down into 3 and 4. The battle is for third right now between Brian Clark in the black and yellow 21 and the red and blue number 26 of DeJesus. And Johnny Tripp into that battle and down to 14 from Macedonia. And just outside of them is the number 24, still not running as well as it was a few weeks ago after that hit last week. That's Ray Sawyer. The white flag is out. This time by Leach looks over the road. He has about 3 car lengths over the number 17 for Joe LeMay and about 3 car lengths back to the 21 of Brian Clark. Clark is doing all he can to hold on to that position. He's got the 18 of Johnny Tripp all over the back bumper. Checkered flag is out. Leach will hold on for the win with Joe LeMay second, third will go to 21. Brian Clark with the 18 of Johnny Tripp. And rolling out onto the track now in the first of the street stock heats. He's in a rookie division here at the Seekonk Speedway, the V8 division. We have a rookie division with the Formula 4s, but they have the night off because they will be running tomorrow. Starting on the pole for street stock heat overall, driver the Ross Food Service, Boston Push Car Concessions, number 23. Out of Somerville, Mass, it is Brian Connors, alongside of Connors, second generation driver. In the crest and wall covering, number 37 from Manville, Rhode Island, it will be Jody Cirillo. 2 rows back on the inside lane, driving car number 28 out of North Attleboro, number Shell Plant Camaro, it'll be Billy Beardwood, and alongside of Beardwood, number 2 is Doug Rhea. The number 5, starting with the 5th spot, driving car number 72, the veteran of this division, is Al Clemens, the 3rd, alongside nothing but bad luck for the last few weeks for this driver. Out of Middletown, Massachusetts, in the 116 is Jimmy Sylvia. Chris Rio brings the number 14, 7th on the field. And alongside of the number 8, it's Jeremy Lilly. Final car is going to start out in the heat with number 36 out of Cumberland, Rhode Island. It's supposed to be Jeff Sutcliffe. Doesn't look like Sutcliffe or the 116 of Sylvia could make it out here. Or the 14 for Rio. Is out, and right here, Beardwood goes around the 23 of Brian Connors. Connors now real sideways, and that car goes all the way around, coming out of 3 and 4, out of 1 and 2. A cloud of smoke, and he finds him 28 of Beardwood, way out in front of Cirillo, Rio, Clemens, and Jeremy Lilly. All 6 cars that are on the field right now will qualify for the feature event. 6 cars out of the heat make the move up. And right now the leader is Billy Beardwood in the white number 28, the black and purple number 37. Second generation driver is Jody Cirillo with Doug Rio in the blue and yellow number 2. The 72 for Al Clemens, the 4th, as he takes over to the inside as they run door to door down into turn number 1. Give the advantage to Rio as Rio is able to shut the door. And the bright yellow and purple number 8, Jeremy Lilly is 5th with Brian Connors. Just about a lap down to your leader is 6th on the field. Connors, one of the rookie drivers at number 23, went around very early in this race. Caution almost came out, but Eddie Boyle pulled it right back in. Connors got the car going. He just made it on a lap. As now Beardwood begins to run up on the back. The halfway mark is down. The field pretty well strung out. Everybody got to qualify out of this round of qualifying. Number 37, as soon as Al Clemens, that car very loose, a little bit of smoke blowing from the brakes. Jeremy Lilly, last week, a brand new race car, looking at week number 2, he looks like he should be well qualified in the field. Everybody started to fight the cars, the tires started to heat up the track a little bit. Greasy 2 to go, this time by is Beardwood now because the bear down on the back of the 23. Popsicle sticks are up for the number 28 of Billy Beardwood. As Connors is again last on the grid, 37 of Jody Cirillo putting that car through its pace to holding on for second place. This is kind of like a warm-up, an additional warm-up for these drivers. They know they all qualify, just trying to get the cars tuned up for the feature event. Beardwood runs down, the WSA truck at number 28 picks up, the 1 to go. Down the back straightaway, runs right up to the back bumper of Connors. Connors not knowing he's there, sets the car out. Checkered flag is out. Billy Beardwood picks up the win. Back to the line, it's going to be Jody Cirillo picking second. Al Clemens is third. Doug Rhea is fourth. Jeremy Lilly is fifth. That'll leave Brian Connors to round out the top 6. Our 9th on the grid. Outside of Jacobs in the Eds Automotive, Bose Fast, seal number 32. Out of Taunton, Mass, it's Henry Bernier with the Woonsocket, Rhode Island native Danny Gamache Jr. in the 92 rounding out the field. As we said before, Class B, a driver on the street stock, all of these street stock drivers had come up to us at one time or another this week and said that they would like to do something for their fallen driver. So what the management has come upon is that they will be taking good collection later on. Some of the drivers will be walking through the seats later on this evening with their helmets, and if at that time, if you could spare any kind of change, dollars, whatever you want to put in that helmet, it would be more than happily given down the line to John Claspy when he does start making a recovery through the hospital. Green is out now. Eric Snow thought he had to jump, and here comes Furtado. Furtado up to the outside, and the Collinson's number 5. Keep your eyes on the orange number 16. That's Stacy Moulton. That is probably, at one time or another, going to be considered to be one of the fastest cars in the street stocks. Moulton sits in fourth, right behind the number 5 with Tom Furtado. Furtado in blue and white number 5. Edges out in front of Snow for the lead as they go down the back straightaway. Snow tries to hold on to the inside. He's got Rich Cavallero right behind in the orange number 6. Door handle to door handle across the finish line. Give the advantage to Furtado that time by. Keep your eyes on Barry Shaw, the last feature winner here in the street stock class. Shaw with the Cool Collision Camaro now running in the 6th spot. And he has a lot of pressure now from number 3. About the time feature winner for Streeter Peter Rhoda. Rhoda with 3 feature wins this year, the ABC4 covering number 3, now running in the 5th spot. He's bringing along with him the number 4 for Robbie Cooler. Off the 4th corner they come, this time across the line is Eric Snow in the black and yellow number 83, edging out Furtado as they continue to run double wide around the speedway. Stacy Moulton now sits in 3rd as he ducks in right behind Snow, looking for the easier way by, but right now there is no easy way by the top 2. Side by side down the back straightaway, Tommy Furtado and Eric Snow. 2 of the young drivers in this division in a former 5-time feature winner last year, Stacy Moulton. Bowen moving for one of those drivers to make a move. If the hole opens up, Bowen will definitely dive through. A little bit of cars bunching up there between Cavallaro, Rilla, Cola, and now the car starting to fall back is the 85 for Barry Shaw. That car goes away. He has a flat right rear tire, so Barry Shaw make a few minor adjustments to the measuring in the car, and that car should be back out for the consolation round. Eddie Moore looks to field over. Green is out. Furtado tries to get on the bottom side. Here it comes. The Don's number 83, Eric Snow. He left the door open, and what did that do? That allowed the Cat Country number 16 and Stacy Moulton to dive through and take over the 2nd spot. And Moulton now has a clear shot at Gerardo off of turn number 4 for lap number 7. Furtado sets the pace. Moulton closes in quickly on the back bumper, slides the back end out off of turn number 2, and looks to the outside of Furtado heading into 3. Another 2x2 down deep in the field. That is the 6 of Cavallaro. Lucy Brown to number 4. The Escort Limousine number 4 for Robbie Cooler. Trying to slip in there is the ABC4 covering number 3 for Pete Rhoda. And just outside of that is the 92 for Gamache. The white flag is out for Furtado this time by. 6 cars will make the move up right now. That position belongs to Pete Rhoda in the number 3. He's got some competition. Danny Gamache Jr. in the number 92 works the back bumper looking for a way by, but the checkered flag is high in the air, and Tom Furtado will take the win. Stacy Moulton in for 2nd, with Eric Snow 3rd, 4th will be Robbie Cooler in the number 4th, 5th will be the 6 of Cavallaro, and Streeter Peter Rhoda rounding out the top 6 qualifiers, leaving Danny Gamache Jr., the 49 of Ted Bernard, and the 09 of Gregory Jacobs to battle it all out in the consolation round. Round number 3 for the street stocks rolling out now. That is the white line between the pit tunnel. That's where starter Eddie Bowen will look the field over and either say yes or no. You're not supposed to get on the gas before that line. Ed Bowen will be the guy to tell you whether you did it good or bad. The drivers are in constant one-way radio communication with the scorers up here. The scorers will tell them whether, as well as at Morin, so they will tell them whether they've done right or wrong, or where they're supposed to be. Everybody bunching up a little. Morin gives them the green. They drag race down the front. Here comes the number 17 for Foley. Keep your eyes on Betancourt in the 21. Sits fourth on the field now to the outside of the 65 of Eddie Moniz, and quickly the 21 of Betancourt looks at the third group as Nancy Sherman starts to slide back a little bit on the outside. Betancourt's looking for a way by. Bobby Betancourt not afraid to go up to the third group. Contact between Moniz and Nancy Sherman. Everybody gets all straightened out as here comes the number 21 of Betancourt. He now looks to car to the left side of Nancy Sherman. Down the frustrated Sherman knows he's there. She chops him to go in, closes the door, and continues to run in the third spot. Battle for fourth, fifth, and sixth. Down the back, straightaway three-wide action. Robbie Rose looks to the inside, backs off just a little bit so he does not get into Eddie Moniz. Tries it again down the front straightaway, and gets even with it, heading into one. Three wide, Paul Bailey, Eddie Moniz, and Bobby Rose. Rose now slips by him as he looks to take over the fifth spot. Now he goes to the bottom side of Bobby Betancourt. Betancourt pushes up. Bobby Rose can't get it done. He tucks back in. Sherman holding off the advances of your defending track champion, Bobby Betancourt Jr., the number 21. He sits right behind Nancy Sherman in that fourth position. 5 down, 5 to go for the street stocks. Kevin Foley has opened up a half a straightaway lead over the number 47 of John Belmont as Joe Gunbay, the number 42, gets the black flag. Bobby Royal still continuing to load up high in the points. Right now, he sits about 34 points back of Jimmy Sylvia. Sylvia was unable to take the qualifying round in the first one. Now, Rose looks to the bottom side of Nancy Sherman, seals off the move, and he takes over the third spot. Well, he did what Bobby Betancourt couldn't. Three-wide action as Betancourt tried to thread the needle. Came down right in front of the 22 of Paul Mealy. That's going to bring out the first caution of this event as Betancourt now is able to pull away from the scene down in turn number 3. Well, Betancourt came down. Paul Mealy did not live for one complete lap, so he'll go back to the fourth spot. That'll give Nancy Sherman another shot down, running in the third spot. 6 cars make the move up right now. That puts Paul Mealy on the bubble and Bobby Betancourt 1 spot out of qualifying. Kevin Foley and Johnny Belmont, the 2 full chassis cars. Green is out. Foley gets the jump. Belmont tucks Helen right into the second spot. Nancy Sherman, here comes Bobby Rose. Rose has the outside groove to himself as he gets by Sherman. Now looks to the outside of John Belmont, trying to take over the second position as they come off in turn number 4. Watch Bobby Betancourt, the number 21, who has 3 laps to make his move. He sits 1 spot out of a qualifying position. In a field made up of primarily sub-chassis cars, Camaros and Novas, 3 cars running up front in the qualifying round off full chassis cars. And one of the Camaros off the base, the number 67 of Nancy Sherman should be taking the hard right-hand turn and bringing that Camaro to the pit area. Doesn't look like she can get in. The white flag is out. And it's going to change quickly to the caution as Sherman is stopped on the track and the field bunches up behind Julita. The B division here at the Action Track of the East. And after a rough night last Saturday night, everybody was able to make it back this week. We'll tell you about some of the drivers involved, like Jerry Degas Barry in the number 71. Right now we're ready to roll. Our chief starter anymore lets him down. The green flag is out. Vanessa sets a pace out of turn number 2. Getting there from 6th there in second. The 3-wide action. Look at Tracy trying to work his way to the inside, but he didn't have any room there. Getting Next on the second position and looks to the outside of Vanessa. Down the back corner with a flag number 3. No, that's not Dale Earnhardt on the outside. That's Kenny Spencer. The Lane of Massachusetts towards the front of the field as he tries to pull away. Vanessa moves up on the speedway. Kenny Spencer takes a look underneath. No room there as he's got to settle in behind. The 71 of Jerry Degas Barry working on that. black and yellow machine for Kenny Hamlin. The third speed of the night, number 9 for President goes to the outside. Here comes the 26. Peter Fernandez inside the middle. 70th left gets by on the inside. And here comes Tracy one more time. Lap number 8 is complete this time by. The short suspension continues to dominate the field. Getting down from hold on a second. A lot of competition behind him. The 26 is Peter Fernandez. The 70th Red Wall. He gets a little bit loose in that fourth position off the corner. Number 0, Paul Tracy. Tracy's been unable to make a move there. This time by, they sticks it up 2 more times around for Spencer in the number 3. Right now, there's the number 45 of Scotty Estrella. He's going to get 5 in a line for that. And Joey Davis Scotty has been brought back to the rear of the field. Behind the number 9 of Paul Cadet. One more time around. Going to get the wrong off the second quarter. Throws it down into turn number 3. A full spinner in Meany has as he comes out of turn number 2. And Kenny Spencer will hold on to the ring. Second is in the 88 of Kenny Spencer. Comes on just over 26 of Peter Fernandez. With the 45 of Scotty Estrella, 5th, the 0 of Mike Tracy rounding out. Please report to the main gate. Round number 2 for the Sportsman Division, rolling out onto the field. One more lap before we go to green flag racing action for round number 2 for the Sportsman Division. New colors for Ron Laura. That body was virtually destroyed last Saturday night. Having a rough night up there. Trying to remember my days. Seekonk Speedway. Looking for the green off the 4th corner. Our chief starter Eddie Moore looks for them off the stripe. Ron St. Pierre and Dave Titus bring them down. Green flag is out. And St. Pierre slows the start. He's not come up to speed. At first now he's got it going, but he falls back to 3rd. Dave Titus sets the pace down the back straightaway. The 67, the 57 of Dean Petty, who's leading last Saturday night. We got the red flag. Sits second on the field. The 36 sits 3rd. Ron St. Pierre, the 25. Brian Souza and Living Rusty Bryan work the outside. The white 08. The rookie was second. He's a 2-time street stock champion, last year's rookie of the year, and finished 3rd in the final point chase. Currently sits 5th on the field, looking for 4th to the outside of Brian Souza. St. Pierre gets a little bit loose. That allows the 08 of Bryant to close up. Robbie Doobie at the rear of the field, having a hard time keeping the handles under that number 44. Corey Pico now looks to the outside as he tries to make a run towards the front. He looks to the outside of Ed Gannon. While he does that, Gannon tries the same thing to the outside of Ron Loro. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. It's a complete lap number 5. And Dave Titus continues to set the pace with Dean Petty second. St. Pierre 3rd and the 36. He gets a little bit crossed up. Looking Rusty Bryan shoot to the inside and take away position number 3. Here comes the green and blue 8 of Ed Gannon the 3rd. As he gets to the outside of the 25 of Brian Souza. He gets by him, takes a look to the outside of Ron St. Pierre. Right now the car on the move is the number 8 of Gannon, as he currently sits in the 5th position on the turn number 4. He takes a look to the outside of St. Pierre. Top 3 cars are single file down the back straightaway. St. Pierre having a hard time holding the handles on that black number 36. As the 8 of Gannon gets a run going on the outside, St. Pierre gets loose off the corner, and Gannon moves up into the 4th position, and the black flag out for Doobie in the number 44. 9 of 12 complete this time by as Titus continues to set the pace. Petty in second, 3rd is his 08 of Bryant. Gannon now up to 4th with the 36 of St. Pierre, 5th, the 65 of Ron Lolo rounding out the top 6. Sticks left 2 more times around the 3rd mile here. Titus, Petty, and Bryant, who run single foul, have settled themselves in. Battle for 5th now beating up as Rocket Ron Lolo looks to the outside on the 36 of St. Pierre. Pedrono gets to the bottom, tries to take that position away on the right flag lap. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Dean Titus leads him down into 3. Checkered flag in the air, and Titus will hold on for the win. Second will be the 57 of Dean Titus. Tailway of Rusty Clay in third, with the 8 of Ed Gannon and the 36 of Ron St. Pierre. Then you've got the 21 of Corey Boudreau, the 65 of Ron Loro, the 96 of Bob Clark. Rounding out the field is the 44 of Rob Newby. First off in the mini-modified division, now currently the Pro 4 modifieds, and with us in the Pro Stocks. I understand you still have those vehicles in your garage, but you enjoy running the New England Dodge Dealers Pro Tour.
Yeah, that's right, Kevin. We decided to try something a little different this year, and we're enjoying ourselves so far. Touring division, we get to go to different racetracks and see.
Now, how different is it running a spec tour division versus a Pro Stock or mini-modified here at Seekonk Speedway?
Well, the spec series with the Pro Trucks, all the motors.
The race with the Pro Stocks, we'll talk to you again in a couple of minutes. And now the Pro Stocks, our first qualifier. Starting on the pole on Johnston, Rhode Island, and the Scully Motorsports number 2. Opie Tom Scully, outside of Scully out of Burrville, Rhode Island. He's on tonight's program cover, the number 15 for Mike Hasso. Third on the field out of Barrington, Rhode Island, in the St. Angelo Buick Pontiac numbers 10 and 10 St. Angelo, outside of St. Angelo, out of Manville, Rhode Island, in the number 27 is Danny Gennard. Heroes back on the inside of Denver Gas, responsible doing service. Converse Auto Supply number 3 for Bill Goodrow, outside of Goodrow out of Seekonk Gas, the number 87 for Mike Cavallaro. Starting 7th on the field out of Berkeley, Mass, the 33 for Ray Lee, outside of Lee. Driving the, result services, New England Tech, number 14, it's Freddie Estelle Jr. Starting next out of Seekonk, Mass, in the McLaughlin Automotive Stores, Alameda Construction 02, it's Matt Dewey outside of Dewey, and the G-Oaks Construction number 24, out of Westport, Mass, it's Radical Rick Martin. Rounding out the field in the Metals Recycling, Rollaway Disposal number 12, out of Cranston, Rhode Island, it's Bobby Pellin Jr., and rounding out the field in the Palm Landscaping, bumper-to-bumper accessories, car number 77 from Derry, New Hampshire, is Alan McClure. That's the way they're scheduled to go for round number 1. This is the first qualifier for the Coors Twin 50s. That's right, 2 feature events for the Pro Stocks tonight. 50 laps will be the distance on each feature event. Lap before they get going for green for the first time in tonight's racing action. Off the front cover they come. Green flag is out, and Mike Hasso the accordion effect takes place, and everybody bunches up, and they're all over to make it through. Tom Scully leads him off of turn number 4. Lead off of turn number 2. Scully gives him the room he needs, and St. Angelo just rolls on by on the inside. Scully tries to hold on for about a lap, but that's about all he can do. The number 3, Goodrow, runs his way to the inside, trying to take over that third position. He's got someone right behind, and behind him he's got the black number 33. Outside the number 27 trying to hold on as he tries to work his way to the front as he's got points down the win. Second is the number 2, me. Second will be the number 2 for Tom Scully with the number 3 of Bill Goodrow. Third, the 27 of Danny Gamache, and the 14 of Radical Rick Martin. Your top 5. Yours. The equipment number 31, it's Jeff Goodrow, outside of Jeff. Out of Berkeley, Mass, in the Bob Sunoco. March parts number 41, it's Dick Houlihan. Starting 7th out of West Point, Mass, the Rainbow Windows, Dave Repair, number 95. It's Billy Manchester, outside of Manchester. Out of Tiverton, Rhode Island, in the Consumer Auto Supply, Precision Racing Engine 08, it's Rob Murray. Starting 9th down the field, out of Raina, Mass, driving the 44 Liquors, Precision Racing Engines, car number 42, it's Bobby Leclerc, outside of Leclerc, out of Somerset, Mass, in the Tinkerbell Electric, Total Auto Supply, car number 46, it's Chad Chase. 6 rows back on the inside, driving the Manchester Racing Engines. Dale Shore Race Cars number 99, it's Wayne Dion, outside of Dion in the Whitehead Motorsports number 83. Out of Smithfield, Rhode Island, it's James Whitehead. And rounding out the field out of Cumberland, Rhode Island, in the Newman Motorsports number 7, it's Wayne Newman. Looks like we're ready to roll for round number 2. Todd Henshaw and the 81 of Bobby Tripp rolling off in turn number 4. Green flag rolls out, and Henshaw gets the Federal slides that black number 11 to the inside as he battles with the 81 of Bobby Tripp. The 31 of Jeff Goodrow extremely low down the back straightaway. He's able to gather it back. Double wide for the lead down the back straightaway. Federal makes it 3 lanes. He shoots it into the 28 of Henshaw. Doesn't have the room there. He backs off the throttle. Settles it to the side. Bobby Tripp in the Everett Tunnel Box number 81 sets the pace down into 1 and 2. The 28 of Henshaw sits second. The 11. The outside. And the Presley Claction leaders in head out of turn 2. The 96 of Buckingham is 4th on field, waiting for her to move it up. And here comes Houlihan, the blue and white of the 41. Contact here, the 96. Taking it to the inside. The Hutchins is going around the 28 down the back straightaway. That's got it to fade as they come off the turn number 4. The blue back from the side. Bobby Tripp is absolutely annihilating this heat event. Anthony and will catch it as they cross the halfway point. We've got 6 laps to find out. Hutchins is fast up off the turn. Manchester to squeeze underneath the 31. Jeff Goodrow is still a play. They don't get away Pontiac. 10 laps in the Hutchins going by. And right now, Thomas Smith Chase goes around off at turn number 2. Dion slides by on the outside, and the first portion of this event is out on lap number 7. So 7 laps in the record books, 5 laps still remain in this second post-dock heat event. Steelers Pro Tour 150 is on the end.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
And of course, be sure to check that truck up in Victory Lane. Right now, we're about to roll off one more time. As the 81 of Bobby Tripp. And the 11 of Vinny Aruno gets the jump over Tripp. Here comes Houlihan on the outside. Houlihan trying to get a run going in Glen Ellis. In that third position, here comes Hutchins down low as everybody fights for position. One driver trying to make his way back to the front. That's the number 46, the shot. Manchester, but those guys that came in the field. Hutchins gets a jump on Houlihan as they come off the 4th corner. 2 to go this time by. And it's with that green and black 08 as he looks to the inside, looking for that big closest the competition in the Pro Stocks. Wayne Dion and Chad Chase finished just inside the top 10. Chad, after that spin, down in turns 1 and 2. Well, that's all set for the first round of qualifying, round number 2. Ready to roll out onto the track. That'll be the consolation round for the street stocks. Before we begin, we want to remind you that Resort Services and Speedway Marketing have gotten together for a dream vacation giveaway. This winter, you get to choose from your choice of destinations, any one of 25 of them. It's a $2,500 value, including airfare, hotel, transportation costs, and on top of all of that, there's an extra $1,000 spending money. If you're looking to put your name in for this drawing, well, you can stop here on the... Okay, I thought I said there. The feature tonight was the 36 for Sutcliffe. He did not start the consolation round or the qualifying round, so that is one driver that is missing. Keep your eyes on the 116 for Sylvia. He is the point leader right now, and he did not even take the green in the qualifying round. Something wrong with that car. He has had nothing but bad luck the last few weeks. Area. So tough break for Lou Dias, the number 7. That car is a Ray Negley owned race car. The car went around, had to go to the pit area and relegated himself to the consolation. Ganache setting a fast pace, Eddie Noyes still got some good, green is out. The heat is steeping up to number 92. It's a huge jump over the number 49 of Teddy Bernard. Bernard trying to hold on for a second. He's got Gregory Jacobs working the inside, and look at the 42 of Kirk Dunbay as he slides along the back straightaway wall, slowing up the 67 of Nancy Sherman. Up front, the 09 of Gregory Jacobs on the black flag out for Dunbay, as he may be leaking some fluid out from underneath that vehicle. 35 of Barry Shaw works the inside. He takes over second down back straightaway. Here comes Pepe in the 116 as Sylvia tries to work his way towards the front. 6 cars make the move up out of this qualifying round. That would put the number 14 for Chris Rillo in the final qualifying spot. Henry Bernier and Nancy Sherman. Bernier just a little rough the pace. He can't keep up to Rillo, so that pretty much seals it up right there. But Rillo out in front is the number 92 for Gamache. He has about almost a half a straightaway over the 85 of Barry Shaw. Pepe has about a car length overhead and about 6 car lengths back to the 09 for Gregory Jacobs. Right now, the car on the bubble is at number 14 for Kevin Leo as he sits now 6th and final transfer spot. A lot of pressure behind him. Henry Bernier working the back bumper, trying to work his way into the main event. This time by, they're at the 50% mark, halfway down, halfway to go. But Barry Shaw now has the full collision car running pretty well after moving a rotated tire. A little bit of a push coming out, and that moves the door open. Sylvia looks down, but tucks it back in. Everybody else is pretty well qualified. Bernier now trying the last car in. Just trying to get back as he's reeling in back number 14 for Chris Rio. Battle for second continues to stay hot and heavy down the back straightaway. Barry Shaw holding on to that position right now, the 116 to Jim Sylvia. Settling in, but if anything opens up, you know he's going to try to take advantage of it. Can't do it that time off of turn number 4, but once again down in 1 and 2. Driver off the pace to down the car, number 67 from Nancy Sherman. She goes down a lap already, so she'll be heading to the clear eventually. Unable to qualify. Bernier makes contact with the wheel and around goes to 32. So if he can get it fired up, and the caution is drawn, so Bernier battling hard with Chris Rio trying to get into the final flag. Just a couple of laps before this one's over. Gamache again brings him down quick to the line. Green flag is up, and one more time they're underway. Gamache picks up where he left off, but not for long. Barry Shaw, the crow goes to the bottom side of the racetrack and brings the crow collision come out to the door handle. Now he has about a half a nose up on the outside of Gamache, on the inside of Gamache. Off the line, gives the lead to Barry Shaw. And give that 6th and final transfer spot that time by to Henry Bernier in the number 32. He battles with the 14 of Rio. That's the final transfer spot. Up front with 1 to go. It's still a hot and heavy battle. Still trying to get in. He goes up on the back bumper of the 32 again. Big time push for Gamache. The car completely went away from him right there. He's going to struggle to make it into the qualifying round with that push. Big push again. Everybody comes down. Shaw gets the win. Sylvia second. Jacobs third. Bernier, Gamache, and Teddy Bernard. I believe that's how they finished. The one car out was the 14 for Chris Rio. Go. Will be the distance. 8 cars out of the 9 on the field will make the move up into the feature event. Helen Jr., former sportsman champion and a front runner in the Pro Stocks. Wayne Dion, a former Pro Stock champion, are on the front row. Mike Cavallaro and Chad Chase, row number 2. Looking for them off of turn number 4. Our chief starter, Eddie Morton's got the green flag in his hand. Waves it off. We are underway. Wayne Dion of the Temptation of an out of that. He goes around Helen. They make it look so easy as he gets around the 8A on post number 12. Keep your eyes on the sharp Chad Chase up in the second move. Try to get around. Back number 46 works it outside of the blue 87 of Mike Cavallaro. Cavallaro loose off the corner into the hand with the 46 of Chase down the straight. As it take a ball electric number 46 takes over that lead position. The thing is, Kevin, these could be the cars that are trying to save the tires for the features. With the strap on just about 80 cars. Some of the drivers are still saving to do their good tires for the feature, so these drivers could be just trying to get in the show, sneak into the show if you really buy the junk tires. Number 77, he will get the black flag next time by, and that's going to be a heartbreaker for Peter Palm and the rest of the team. The black flag is off of the 70s for the number 7. Wayne Newman looks like he's leaking off the right side of the race car. Looks like the overflow, or maybe the fuel cell. Either way, the number 7 Wayne Newman with the black flag. And that's a tough break, and they're all trying to bounce. That's going to help the number 31 for Goodrow. That'll step Goodrow up. And the caution flag is brought out. Caution out for the number 7 of Wayne Newman for leaking some fluid down on the speedway. The 52nd anniversary to Vo and Papa Medeiros. Happy anniversary, Vo and Papa, celebrating 52 years together right here at the Seekonk Speedway. Looking for the green this time off of turn number 4 as Newman takes it back out of the pit area. And he'll rejoin at the rear. He'll be going full steam, and he'll be way behind the leaders as they come off the corner. This time, well, he has the shark, and the Viveros ensures number 46, Chad Chase. Round 6 to go. 8 cars to make the move up. Off the 4th corner, we're looking for them to hit the stripe. Our chief starter, Eddie Morton's ready to let them roll back on the way. Once again, the back picks up where left up. And once again, here comes the shark, Chad Chase. After having a bad last couple of weeks, Chase has fallen the 3rd in the points. Chase now really got the back bumper, but don't count out Bubba Bell. Now we're getting some momentum on the outside as he continues to battle with the top 2. Dion, he may be just running his own race. He's running fast enough to keep him behind. Or is he pushing it with everything he's got? He's got to save the car, though. He's got 100 laps of racing to do later on. Keep your eyes deep in the field. Hassel showed a lot of talent in the first 2 50 laps of the season. But now, sits back in the 5th spot. 2 to go this time. Down the back straightaway, 3-car battle for the lead. Dion sets the pace. Chase settles in for second now as Cohen starts to slide back just a little bit. White flag is out. Dion, Chase, and Cohen get down the lane. The top 3 string it out. Side by side racing between Hassel and the 87 of Cavallaro. Chip is around. 77 of the car. Mike Hassel, the 87 of Mike Cavallaro in the 31. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem. You see the Dodge Dakota RT Pace truck from New England Dodge dealers. That's what we're waiting for. Dave Pagano lights up the Dodge Dakota RT Pace truck and brings that to the pit area. Francis Vendetti will reprimand him by the time he gets back there for spinning the tires. Next up should be the Sportsman feature. The last couple weeks, ladies and gentlemen, the Sportsman race has been one of the toughest races to run at the Seekonk Speedway. It just seems like every week a police officer down by the concession stands up behind the announcer's tower, Sean Rollo. And it's this time a happy birthday to Brandon Lazowski. He's 9 years old today. Brandon, happy birthday. The first Sportsman feature rolls on now. Starting on the pole, driving the handlebar Harry's EW Vogue hair design. Powerhouse Power Equipment, number 36 out of Plymouth, Massachusetts. It's Ron St. Pierre. Starting alongside St. Pierre, the Simpsons Auto Care. Tier 2 is your number 88. Out of Coventry, Rhode Island, it'll be Kenny Bamford. Dave Titus will bring the deuce next on the field out of Arrowboro, Massachusetts. And alongside, out of Seekonk, Max, in the Advanced Automotive number 0, it's Mike Tracy. Feature winner this year, out of Rhode Island, in the Derek Anderson owned Family Collision, number 65, a very new body on that race car for the Rocket, Ronnie Laurel, and alongside of Laurel, the Quiet Man, out of Middleborough, Mass, and number 96, the B&H Auto Supply, number 96, it's Bobby Clark. Kenny Spencer brings the number 3 next to post. Alongside of him, another feature winner this year, the G Hoops Construction, number 26, it's Peter Fernandez. Dean Petty brings the Assault standing, the Freetown standing gravel, number 57 next to post. And alongside, the number 71, the Custom Auto Body, Body Carlo for Jerry D. Gaspari. Eddie Gator the third brings the number 8 next to, he's out of Swansea, Mass. And alongside of him, out of Westport, the number 70. Winless so far this season, it's Glenn Lawhead. Defending champ starts 13th, lucky number 13th off the field out of Somerset, Massachusetts. In the Big Boy Holiday, it's in Somerset sheet metal number 81 is James Lawrence. And alongside Lawrence, starting 14th on the field out of West Rhode Island. In the Renee Boudreau owned, Nick Zimmerelli, Terry's Auto Repair, number 21, it's Corey Boudreau. 2 times Sportsman Track champion driving the number 45 at a Bayside Auto Repair. Eagle Eye Site Developers, number 45, it's Scott Estrella. And alongside of Estrella, former street stock champion out of Weymouth, Massachusetts, and the number 08, it's Rusty Bryan. Rhode Island's Paul Maness starts 17th on the field, and the Club Fantasies number 9. And alongside, 2-time feature winner this year, the John McCarry number 25, it's the Tin Man, Brian Souza. Sean Woodward brings the number 28 out of Colorado, Mass. He'll start 19th on the field. And alongside of him, out of Pawtucket, Rhode Island, the number 44, it's Rob Doobie. Final car on the field with the Viking sheet metal, Powermatic Car Wash. Kids Corner Child Care, number 99. Feature winner this year, the Fireball, Glenn Young. The field being held up for a few minutes as they check the starting lineup. Rocky Hudson tells Harry and Dave Pagano, please come to the announcer's tower. St. Pierre, after fighting himself on top of the world last week on top of Ronnie Laurel's number 65, now sitting on the pole alongside Bamford. Lead is out, St. Pierre gets the champion. Back in, here comes Kenny Bamford, the number 88. Bamford running hard on the outside move early on in this race. St. Pierre got a car with the head of the number 2. spot now into the third spot. As he now runs up, Titus goes to the bottom side, he seals off the blue, and your new leader coming off the corner this time now. It's Dave Titus. Titus, a former street stock standout. Now start running up in front. Titus took a year off and to get the bugs out, but as he does so, what does it do? Everybody making contact. Mike Tracy got caught. He went around
61. Second round, 504, 400, 62, 91, 2, and 387. If you have one of those numbers, be sure and come to the base of the tower to the souvenir stand and see Pat. There's some fantastic gifts in there this evening provided by Coors, and one of the spectacular ones that you might just win is a freestanding hammock, and believe me when I tell you, it's a great hammock. I saw it and it was really hard to give it up.
There's family collision number 65. Derek Anderson and the guys have put some duct tape on the field 2x2 as the scorers have figured out the lineup. Oh, that's my double play. The field, Dave Titus and Roddy St. Pierre. Titus looking at his best one of the year. Green is out. Titus gets the construction number 26 for Fernandez. Fernandez already a feature winner this year. Now brings the former Bobby LeClaire car down to the bottom. He has the second spot sealed up, and now sits his side up in Titus. Keep your eyes looking at the field. Big clouds, Eddie Gannon. Gannon with the Kevin's Auto Detail number 8 has been close every week, and a couple of runner-up victories, and just has not been able to get that victory. One car off the base. Third in, Roddy St. Pierre has been hit a lot. Harry VW Bull number 36, way off the pace. Looks like he's going to try to get to the pit area. So he just broke something in the car. Keep your eye. There goes Gannon. Gannon goes to the bottom side of off. The number 96 for Bobby Clark. Clark now as well as two-time feature winner for the 30-year-old Brian Souza. Souza picking up his last feature win on his birthday with that number 25. He now runs up to the fifth spot. And he looks to the bottom side of Glen Raleigh.
Halfway marker being shown on the field right now as three wide action down to the field. 70 is going to up second to go outside the 96 of Buck. Now he makes the drive to the middle, and Buck was a little bit high, giving Glenn Buck the opportunity he needed to make that move.
Another driver calling the sandwich was Kenny Spencer ends up moving the wrong way, and the caution is out once again. The outside groove on
Gentlemen, as they make their way through the stands.
As you said, make sure tomorrow it will be hot and sticky as usual for 4th of July weekend. So if you want to head on down right now, grab yourself a t-shirt. Instead of one of those hot sweatshirts, you can go out and grab yourself a t-shirt from Speedway Souvenirs underneath the announcer's tower. And if you're thinking old-timers night, and one of the true old-timers, Frank Souza, was one of the guys that we did forget to mention at one time. Frank was a cadet division champion here at the Westboro Speedway. So we apologize, Frank, for missing you. And as the field now, 2x2 again, Dave Titus looking to pick up his first win of the season. One driver is trying to take it away. His single feature winner already, looking to make it 2 times. That's the young rookie driver this year, Peter Fernandez. Fernandez sits right now 6th in the points, just ahead, 7th in the points, just behind Jerry DeGasperi, and that is for the rookie battle. He is out, and Titus gets the shot. Fernandez is good. Because here comes the Kevin's Auto Detail number 8. Gannon. Gannon now running in the 3rd spot. Just behind him, Eagle outside development. Track champion Scott Estrella, and here comes 2-time feature winner with the number 25, it's Brian Souza. One car off the pace up at the first and second turns as he will go Tracy.
Tiger, this is Tracy
looks like he has a flat one front tire. And it looks like Ryan will be bringing the excavator double zero into the pit area one more time. So back up front. Susan now looks to drive. He gets up to the backside of Panetti. Way out wide. That opens up the door. Here comes the 70 of Glenn Ryan.
Gotta give him a lot of credit for hanging on to that G-Dubs number 3. Andy did a fantastic job of reeling that car back in once again. And there goes Sugar. Seems like he just wasn't meant to be in the lead tonight.
Well, at that point, it's what comes around, goes around, and Brian Souza got into the back of Peter Fernandez, and Scott Schreller got into the back of Brian Zestado for the New England Midget Association, so he's going to just help out as he's here kind of just checking out the racetrack, checking out the competition.
One of our rare nights off, the midgets are in Oswego, New York tonight, and the Oswego Speedway uses their own officials, so stop by. This is my home track, Seekonk Speedway.
So Steve now back behind the mic, first time behind the mic with this, and he'll be a little jittery, but he'll get the hang of it after a few. Another driver also to keep your eyes on is the number 81. In the accident shuffle, if you'll call it, the number 81 was one of the first guys going around. That's the 81 of Lawrence. He is now back up to the fifth spot. Lead is out as we're underway. Outside of the 2 of Dave Titus, and a brand new leader to get pick up his first feature win of the season. Driving the Kevin's Auto Detail, number 8, it's Eddie Gannon. And the driver on the outside now trying to make a move, trying to get around Glenn Ball. That's Corey Bidwell. The Big Panther now tries to go on the outside. Right now he holds the third spot over the 70 and 11. Well, now he got number 70. Gannon goes on to a power lane. Lead 70. Well, and closing in on third. He's looking for second now. On the outside, the number 21, and the Dickinson's car is sliding back. Here comes the 0-8. Rusty Bryant battling back after heading to the pit area early in the feature. Back on the outside at the 65 for the pocket Morello. Oh, trying to get on the back bumper. He better be a little bit more careful backing on the back bumper, as the bumper is now on the bumper cover of the number 65. It's hanging on. Backside of Freddie's face, and that bumper could come off. Back out in front, number 8 trying to get it with the American flying. As he comes by, he's going to pick up 2 to go. This guy now is CC2. On the go. Ed Gannon puts a 5-car lead with 1 lap to go. Now the nice race up there. Gannon with the lead. It looks like he's going to come up with a victory tonight. Back to the line, Gannon with the Motor Wood Products number 8, picks up the win sideways. Torres is in for second. And Lawrence, the 81 from James Lawrence, the 26 from Fernandez, Corey Bedell, the 0-8 of Rusty Ryan, and the number 3 for Kenny Spencer. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's been quite some time since we've seen this driver, as he is now back into the victory lane in the Auto Sales Company. Kevin's Auto Detail, Motor Wood Products, number 8, it's Eddie Gannon. You see Eddie Gannon extremely excited inside that race car, as Mike and Helen's video is out down trackside, as well as the guys from Commerce Photo. They're going to take some videos and some pictures. The driver, the Princess Limousine, T. Cabral Electric. That's racing engines. Kevin's Professional Auto Detail, Motor Wood Products, Auto Sales Company, number 8, Eddie Gannon.
Come on, Eddie. Come on down. Ladies and gentlemen, your Sportsman Division feature winner, the Well, the first time in a couple of years, takes a sip of Gatorade to cool off on a hot summer night. He forgot how to take the steering wheel off. Hold the pin. There you go. It's almost like a grenade, but it's not going to blow up. Give him a round of applause. Eddie Gator in the third, ladies and gentlemen. Taking down the wheel. Ed, congratulations on a high throw win. It's been a long time since you and I have been able to talk in Victory Lane.
It's been a little while, yes.
Now, you had a lot of pressure there from Dave Titus. Took you a while to work up through the pack. What was it like when you finally got out front? They didn't throw another caution. You finally saw the checkered flag.
That was the best thing to see because I saw Brian on the side of me. Glenn Lawton was coming up. It was going to be a tough one. I knew that, so I knew if it was green flag, I stayed down low, and they get me on the outside. They get me on the outside, but the car was fast, so took it to the check-it.
Now it's been a couple of years, well, a long time since you've been up in Victory Lane. You got to have a lot of people you want to thank for this one.
Yeah, it hasn't been that long. Yeah, I got to thank Timmy Cabral. I got to see you more often before the race. Kevin Vital. Thanks, Kevin. Kevin from
Where is it? It's on the other side. I think you forgot who it was. There it is.
Princess Limousines, Kevin's Professional Auto Detailing, especially Nat Chevatone for supplying the power. My father, thanks Dad, that's for you. The whole crew, they put a lot of work behind the car this week. My wife Sharon, all the girls, most of them didn't show up today, but that's all right, they had a wedding to go to. My pops.
Well, I talked to Tim earlier. He said he wants the check he gave you back early. He's going to give it to John Claspy's fund on that, but I think you might be a little wary on that one.
I don't know.
Well, congratulations, Ed. Congratulations to the entire Gannon family and team. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, Ed Gannon the third, our sportsman feature winner.
All right, Eddie. All right, Eddie. Good race, good race.
For all our racing friends, we cook all our meals on a homemade charcoal grill. So come on by and party in town with us. Yeah, we're dedicated NASCAR fans. We make every single race we can. This little bus is our home away from home. We love to hear those engines scream while we cheer our favorite team. We're rooftop chase lounge dedicated NASCAR fans. In victory or defeat, hey, we'll all be back next week. Hey, y'all, we're troopers till we die, watching by NASCAR fans.
Time to get the young ones involved now. Well, come on, guys. All the youngsters who want their picture taken with tonight's sportsman feature winner, Ed Gannon the third. And Ed, don't forget when you're done with this, you're going to
On a winding dirt back road in the hills of Arkansas, in a little country farmhouse with his mama and his pa, lived a plain old plowboy by the name of Colton Law. He never took the farm, he had racing in his blood. Open wheel and modified was the only stock he'd run. Had a local reputation, but for Colt that wasn't enough. To be the fastest horse in a one-horse town, he leads them all in the dust on the fastest tracks around. He gets that fire in his eyes and takes off like a gun.
T. Cabral Electric. That's Racing Engines. Kevin's Professional Auto Detail, Vital Wood Products, R&L Sales Company, number 8, Eddie Gannon. That car is a former Rob Murray car. Murray had run for quite some time with that car. Gannon got into the car in the last few years after purchasing it from Murray, and Gannon has picked up a handful of feature victories already. And just a lot of people surprised Eddie Gannon so far this year had not been in victory lane. After having opening night problems with Brian Souza, he made contact and a few other notes. Different problems have happened between Gannon after a handful of flat tires and such. Gannon finally finds himself back behind the victory lane with the number 8 Oldsmobile. So Gannon picking up the feature lead here in the sportsman class. The next up will be the first of the Pro Stock 50 lappers. Drivers that are going to help out with the John Claspy Fund. Any driver that wishes to help out with the John Claspy 35,000. Former sportsman standout and former Pro Stock winner here, Tom Scully. Former Seekonk Pro Stock champion. In the efforts auto parts, Hydro Stock Roofing, Blanchett's Boutique, number 81 out of Westport, it's Bobby Tripp. And alongside, in the Hutchinson Son Enterprises, Rhino High Racing Bodies, number 96, it's Dave Hutchins. Starting 5th on the field, feature winner already this year. In the St. Angelo Pontiac Buick GMC, Swansea Mall. Rhode Island Drive Shaft number 10 out of Barrington, Rhode Island, it's the Saint, Eddie St. Angelo. And alongside is St. Angelo, former pro sportsman standout out of Pembroke, Massachusetts. In the Converse Photo Supply, number 3, it's Billy Goodrow. Denny Gamache brings the number 27 out of Manville, Rhode Island. He'll start next on the field. Alongside of him, feature winner already, driving the Len Ellis, BOC Gases, Bob Sunoco, number 41 out of Berkeley, Massachusetts, it's Dick Houlihan. This driver hails from Westport, Massachusetts. He drives the Rainbow Rentals. Names Repair, number 95, it's Billy Manchester. And alongside of Manchester, out of Berkeley, Massachusetts, in the Valley Construction, number 33, it's Ray Lee. Former sportsman standout. And his car just picked up the feature victory in the sportsman class with Eddie Gannon, so that may be a good sign. The driver hails from Tudor, Rhode Island, in the Consumer Auto Supply. Precision Racing in his number 08, it's Rob Murray. And alongside of Murray, feature winner already this year, driving in the Rick Martineau Resort Marketing, G. Ropes Construction, number 14, it's Flyer in front of Snell. Another feature winner already this year out of Rainham, Massachusetts, in the Costa Insurance, Janco, American Auto Auction, number 42, it's Bobby Leclerc, and alongside of Leclerc, in the 02 out of Seekonk, Massachusetts, in the Alameda Construction, number 02, it's Matt Dewey. Starting 15th on the field, down in the G-Ropes, New England Recycling. Car number 24, the Gary and Gillian Ropes on number 24. Out of Westport, Massachusetts, it's Radical Rick Martin. And alongside of Martin, feature winner as well this year, part of the Superpowers team out of Swansea, Massachusetts, in the Baker Tractor, Jack's Auto Salvage, Steve's Auto Parts, number 11, it's Vinny Hularumo. Rhode Island next brings you the Denise Dion Cycle Salt. Tantasia Tanning Studios, number 99, for Dion Wayne Dion. And alongside of Dion, out of Somerset, Mass, in the Brookline Machine, Total Welding Supply. By Vegas Insurance, number 46, it's the Shark, Chad Chase. Creston, Rhode Island's Bobby Pellin starts 19th on the field in the A&A Auto Parts, number 12. And alongside, out of Derry, New Hampshire, in the Peter Palm Landscaping, number 77, it's Alan McClure. Bonneville, Rhode Island brings you the Industrial Electric, number 15, for Mike Hassel, and alongside of Hassel, and Todd Henshaw. Henshaw coming off his best performance a few weeks ago. The following week destroyed his primary car. They worked hard on the car to get the car back together. He now looks the field over anymore, lets him go. Henshaw gets the jump, Scully sideways. And settle in for his 50 laps of post-op racing. And right away, Bobby Tripp puts down for the bottom side. He's trying to go after Henshaw. Henshaw still has Scully out there. So Henshaw slides back to the fourth spot now as Sergio comes into the picture. And right away, Bobby Tripp sets precedence. He is going to be the man to beat. while the caution came out. 3 laps are complete. That leaves 46 more racing laps to go. Keep your eyes on some of the drivers deep in the field. Rick Barton, radiator roll over 14 from front of Snell. Lead is out, a trip gets the jump once again. 96, and Dave Hutchins down, right without no electric, number 96. And a second, he's the first spot down. Here comes the next one. He runs back on the outside. Tom's going, that's all about something. This is the 4th spot. All about something. The 5th spot is getting a mouse, having a slow run.
and Warren checks him over. If he likes what he sees, we'll see the green flag this time by. Bobby Tripp brings him down on a pole with John Hutchins on the outside. The green wins. Bobby Tripp makes the lead. Hutchins on the outside. Scully down low. Now Scully down the bottom side of the racetrack. Everybody starts to slip back. But the Ron Bowie had to check up a little bit. That just about messed up the 0-2, but got really good. Caution cut out was number 24 for the top bottom, and then probably the fastest car on the racetrack at that time. They had no way of catching up to Bobby Tripp. Bobby Tripp was a drive by the time he does. That drive that he was bringing through with him was his team car, and the number 14 car was going to score. He number 14 up to the first spot as the driver on the slide down was an 96 for Dave Hutchins. Hutchins, they run almost the entire race in the second spot. And that car starts to slide back. Ron goes high and Scully. We're trying to race it over the second place. Molly continuing to the outside of Tom Scully. Scully holds the bottom side. Ron Molly couldn't get around him on the outside. Molly is floating his way around. That's what he's doing now until he gets to the outside. Scully now bounces back to the inside. Jimmy Ryan flying for the Stellas, who was hooked on Rick Martin's bumper. Estella not going to let out and gets too far ahead. So this car is these two drivers are very good down now. This is the running of the outside move. Ray Lee now brings the Valley Construction number 33 back to the pit area. Not good for Ray Lee. He's very tough for the extra distance races. Valley still unable to completely get around the number 2 for Scully. Scully, a tenacious driver on the inside. As you can see, Paul Scully has given the right a long time. So Scully, a seasoned veteran, is one of the drivers that does not give and does not take. Valley still unbelievable because that's Scully. And simply, there is the last top row for Danny Hibashi because he comes to go to the side of the round and pushes out a caution flag. One thing that Bobby Tripp did not want to see, but that'll... David Banville, please come to the announcer's tower. David Banville, please come to the announcer's tower.
Outside the 81 of Bobby Tripp on the inside. First and second turn, still side by side. Rick was right behind Radical Rick. None other than car. That's Fred Estelle. 5 to go, signal this time. Bobby Tripp continues to set the pace. Radical Rick just a touch behind. And second row, Tom Scully, excellent run for him. And the inside, now the inside is way out there.
And he's making people of it.
Bobby Tripp got the lead with Radical Rick Martin hot on his bumper, and right behind him, Freddie Astor in the number 14. And the right is in the air this time by as Bobby Tripp brings the pack down to the start finish line. Number 81, Radical Rick looking to the outside, but is there enough time for him? It doesn't look as though that will be the case this time. The checkered flag is in the air.
So Bobby Tripp, winless up until tonight, and what a better night to pick up a win than on a 50-lapper here at the Seekonk Speedway.
What a run for Bobby Tripp in the Everett's Auto Parts number 81. It's been a long time coming for Bob. He's had a rough time getting back on pace this year, but boy, oh boy, has he ever got that 81 hooked up. And once again, don't forget that you can see Bobby Tripp in just a few minutes. He will be up in Victory Lane for photographs. And if you guys would like to have your photo taken with him, be sure to hang on there for a few minutes. And once they're done with the shots for the newspapers, they'll be happy to invite everyone into Victory Lane to have a photograph taken with Bobby Tripp, driving the Blanchett's Boutique Everett's Auto Parts Hydro Stop number 81.
Yeah. I knew he was going to be tough to pass it.
Yeah, I thought for sure.
Yep.
They want to get you on movie camera. Great. Nice job, Bobby.
Thanks, man.
Nice job.
Thanks. That was a lot of work.
You know it.
Yes!
Oops. Bobby, Kevin said go easy around the track and hope he's gonna find you.
Oh, I can't even get off. Here's a different pit stop. Did you win it for 1999? Our 1995 Pro Star champion, ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Tripp.
You've been close, and when you win one, boy, is it exciting.
Good, I'm glad it's exciting.
Congratulations, it's been a while since we've been up here, and those last 8 laps had to be real horrible for you.
Horrible, yeah, they were tough. I had some tough competitors coming up my way, I guess. I knew it was going to be hard to hold them off, and I didn't know where I was going to stand at the end.
The beginning of the race, you just took off like a bat out of heck, and it pretty much just pulled away from everybody. Did you really want to see that caution come out?
No, but I didn't know I was that far ahead either.
Well, you've got to have some people to thank. I know this is your own creation in this, so I know you've got to thank yourself for building a good car, but there's some other people who've helped you out as well.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Steve and Joey for helping me this winter, Ron, the crew, all these guys. I got to thank them all. It was a lot of work this winter.
Don't forget
a lot of work and aggravation. But I would like to thank Everett Auto Parts for really helping me out with what I needed. That and Hydro Stop, he came along with me this year, which was great because I needed the 2 big sponsors there. And Blanchett's Boutique, who's been there right along. I'll never forget him, and I'm sure he won't forget me.
And you've got a new sponsor this year, kind of new to racing here at Seekonk Speedway as well.
Yeah, Applebee's, who's helped me out. That was like a last-minute deal, and I'm very glad they came along. I actually just did a show, an appearance for them at Applebee's this Thursday, which was a lot of fun. You know, I got to thank Converse Photos, Royal Island Drive Shaft, Velpots. They all helped me out quite a bit.
Well, we know you got still some work to do. You got another 50 laps to run. You got about 4,000 people here who want photos with you. Once again, Bobby, congratulations on a great feature win.
Johnny's got love, one love in his life. It wasn't his girlfriend, it isn't his wife. He loves Jesus Jesus and he knows it ain't sin. The only thing that Johnny's interested in is junk cars. Can get him over his mind, junk cars. Who's with him all the time? Up on blocks for the world to see. There's a way of thinking how sharp they'll be, junk cars. His little Mustang's hot. Yes, sir, well, it runs a night. Johnny likes living. Johnny just loves junk cars. He's got a '69 Plymouth that he's crazy about. 3 red Hondas and he's parting them out. Grease on the dishes and grease on the plants. Grease on the pockets of his Sunday pants. Junk cars, can get him off of his mind. Junk cars, who's with him all the time. Up on blocks for the world to see. You buy the new and someday there'll be junk cars. His little Mustang's hot. Yes, sir, well it runs a night. Johnny likes living, but Johnny just loves junk cars. Condo, mobile home, read car and driver in the bathroom alone. Made a coffee table out of dead diehards. A hubcap bird bath line in his yard. Junk cars, can get him off of his mind. Junk cars, who's with him all the time. Up on blocks for the world to see. He lays away thinking how sharp they'll be. Junk cars, his little Mustang's hot. Yes, sir, whether it runs or not, Johnny likes living, and Johnny just loves junk cars. They ain't junk to him. Yeah, this is Johnny. What do you mean when I'm gonna haul him off? I just haul him in here. I'll tell you right now, one man's junk is another man's treasure. No, sir, that ain't junk. You know how much a headlight costs for a car like that? Oh, that trim rim and that wheel right there. What about that rim and that headlight? Go buy one of them junkyards, it'll break the sound. But that rust. Look at that, honey. Look at the rust. I love it. I got a Mercury and I got a Ford and I got a Chevy and I got a Studebaker and I got a headlight. I got 3 headlights.
I'm a dime, a little racing car for a quarter ride. Mama looked worried as she strapped me in, 'cause she knew I would drive to win. But I ran out of gas before too long. She dropped another quarter and the race went on. At the finish line I heard the roar of the crowd, but it was Mama just laughing out loud. 'Cause I was racing with my heart and with my soul. I never looking back around the oval track was a feeling I couldn't let go. I took the checkered flag at the finish line and a victory lap when the race was mine. Running the wind and racing with my heart. When I was 15, I got a part-time job working on motors down at Joe's garage. I did my schooling underneath the hood of a Chevy or a Ford T-Bird. Down at the track every Saturday night, he ran a fast car that I wanted to drive. I made pit crew chief in less than a year. Then one night he put me in gear. And now I'm racing with my heart and with my soul. I never looking back around the oval track is a feeling I'll never let go. I took the checkered flag at the finish line and a victory lap when the race was mine. Running the wind and racing with my heart. I'm still racing with my heart and with my soul. I never looking back around the oval track is a feeling I'll never let go. I took the checkered flag at the finish line and a victory.
On the inside of the gate here in the grandstand area, Tiger Perry will meet you and tell you which direction to go in. So once again, drivers, everyone who will be helping us out, please come down here to the start-finish line grandstand area. folks, let's hear it for Bobby Tripp.
50-lap feature event coming up. Of course, we're running the trucks now to break up the event so those Go-Stock drivers can get the work done to their car. Here's how they're slated to go for this 20-lap Seekonk Sport Truck feature event, starting on the pole. Hailing from Taunton, Mass, driving the number 84 is Bernie McDermott, outside of Bernie. Hailing from Westport, in the MFA, trucking number 5, it's Rich Turpinning, starting third. Hailing from North Dayton, Mass, driving the DRW welding number 43 for Alan Leach, alongside Alan. Sophomore in this division, in the Columbus Oil Company Broadway Auto Parts, Scotch Landscaping number 2 for the youngster Nick Macedonio. Starting 5th on the field, hailing from Onset, Mass, getting out of that Cape traffic and driving down here to Seekonk Speedway. In the Payne Engineering, number 87 Ford is Tracy Roulette. Outside of Tracy, hailing from Westport, Mass, driving the number 26, Roscoe DeJesus in the number 26 Ford. Starting in 6th, hailing from Melville, Mass, the number 17 Baseline Graphics, Mike's Auto Body for the veteran Joe LeMay. Outside of Joe, from Berkeley, Mass, he's a veteran here at Seekonk Speedway, making his way through the Formula 4 ranks. Now in the Seekonk Sport Trucks, he's got the American flag on for the 4th of July weekend. In the M&M Landscaping, it's Pat McCrowan. Next up on the grid, hailing from Warren, Rhode Island, driving the Columbus Auto Sales, Can Diggett Excavating, Swansea Auto Parts, number 14 for Jay Macedonio. Alongside Jay, hailing from New Bedford, Massachusetts, driving the Kings Inn and Club Oasis, number 27 for Michael Broidman. Next up on the field, hailing from Seekonk, Mass, driving the number 21 in the Berkeley Used Auto Parts and Arcan Spring Company, number 21 for Brian Clark, alongside Brian. Outside of him in the number 28 in the St. Anne's Granite Union, Borges Auto Parts, Shady Tree Auto Sales, it's Kenny Casper. Next up, it's the Wizard coming back from a hard hit here last week. Driving the Shady Tree Auto Sales, the Call. And Somerset Mobile, number 24 for the Wizard, it's Ray Sulia. Next up on the grid, hailing from Westport, Mass, the Hydro Stop Roofing. Number 18, the longtime veteran of last year's Rookie of the Year, it's Johnny Tripp. Next up on the grid, he is your defending track champion, pulling down his first win of 99 a couple of weeks back. In the Flint Farms Vienna Homes, number 13 for Billy Flint. Next up, it's your 3-time winner and multi-winner in this division. In the number 64, in the sponsor honor number 64 from North Dartmouth, Mass, it's George Rigo. Next up on the grid, hailing from Warren, Rhode Island, the Colony Ford number 2, it is Tom Kiefer. Next outside of Tom, one of the most popular drivers here at the Conk. In the WWF, Warwick Musical Theater number 4 for the very popular Robin Sloan. Starting in the last row, in the number 94 BOC Gases, number 94 for Dawn Carrera and alongside Dawn. Driving the number 1, Berkeley Used Auto Parts for the veteran Billy Clark, coming back after a tough time last week. And here to take you through is Tiger Bunny. Feel that, so any driver that does feel it will come out and help out the cause. Caution lights out now. The 84 McDermott, the 5 of Turpinning, blowing them down the back chute. They're rolling them through 3. Coming through 3 and 4, waiting to hit the stripe as they hit the gas, looking for the green from Chief Starter. Eddie Moore, the green flag. Where is Moore? Up in racing action. McDermott gets the jump. Rich Turpinning, number 5. The Shady Tree Auto Sales, number 5. Up to the outside. Move 2 on 2 down the back straightaway. Keep your eyes on the 43 for Alan Leach. Alan Leach been running strong as of late in that Chevy. The number 43 looks a little more south. McDermott, there goes. Keep your eyes on the 5. He's still hanging on the outside. That's Turpin. He's going to tuck that to his 3rd spot as Alan Leach goes around the top drivers and he picks up the lead. Keep your eyes on the number 92. The youngster Nick Macedonio. Nicholas doing a good job tonight. That Columbus Auto Sales number 92. He's holding on to it. He looks to the low side now. He goes on to McDermott and he looks for the 3rd spot. Good job by Nick Macedonio right now. Columbus Auto Sales number 92. As the youngster tries to hold on there, Turpin goes all around by himself, going on to in the yellow waves. Ginny Perry, please go to victory lane immediately. Ginny Perry, please go to victory lane immediately. So right away, the caution
off with the gold number 5 for this hunt at all today is the number 1, the Seekonk Grand Prix. A&N Auto Ride number 1 for Billy Clark. You remember last week Clark exploded the bottom end of that motor, engulfed the truck in flames, and for a guy who is in his 50th season of racing, dove out of that truck awful fast. But that is the one thing drivers do not like is fire, so Clark did bail out and put together a motor quick that said he does not have the power that the last motor had. There they go, on the phone with the green flag. Whoa, wow, each gets a dynamite jump. Oscar making contact to Macedonia. Around goes the 26. He kicks the 92 down and ends up putting the chicken power over the 26. But he hit the big crash on the back straightaway. Billy Flint involved, the 21 of Brian Clark, Robin Sloan, George Rigo, Pat McCrory, and Tom Kiefer. Looks like they all had a little fender dent out there. Looks like McCrory and Rigo got up towards the wall. They both drive away into their own power. You see Robin Sloan backs up too. You see the left front of George Rigo's truck banged in. Rigo going to bring that truck quickly to the pit area. He's the only multi-time feature winner. Robin Sloan with some right front damage done to Macedonia, turning in his best performance of his career. Sits in third in the Columbus Auto Sales number 92. Outside of Nicholas is the very capable driver from Onset Massive, Tracy Roulette, and Joe LeMay rounds out the top 5. Tracy Roulette would like to make sure nobody knows that is a Ford, not a Chevrolet, as Kevin keeps making the mistake. Here they come as they hit the strike, the green flag. Rolls. Truck's auto ride at number 87. Looks to the bottom side as he takes over the second spot. And here comes Macedonia. Tracy Roulette looking for his first win, so is it Nick Macedonia. Nick takes over third to McDermott. Tracy Roulette sets second. And Leach continues to lead the field. Leach now stretches out his lead. Here come the veterans. Joe LeMay, Kevin Casper, and the 24 for the Wizard Ray Solia. Solia back after a hard hit last week. He now has the truck running. Just a little by the 84. The 43 continues to stretch his lead on the field. Well, that still sits second, followed by Nicholas Macedonia in third. The truck running pretty well in the beginning, but now it looks like the truck has gone away. Macedonia is going to have to get to the bottom side. He missed that hole right there because Dave Boydman dumped his truck in there. They showed it down on the outside. Kevin Casper charges the bottom. The black flag waving. He looks like a true keeper. Leach continues to pull away. Look at the battle going on between Casper and Solia. Kevin Casper learned everything he knows from the Wizard Ray Solia. And now he puts the man to the test and takes over the spot as he moves around the shade for Auto Sales number 24. Kevin Casper and Kenny Casper on number 28. He is the man on the move right now in that black and white Ford Ranger. Watch Kevin Casper. Does he have enough laps to catch the leader? Casper by far the fastest truck on the race track. Now here's the leader between the 92 of Macedonia and the 17 of Jeremy and the 24 of Ray Solia. Kevin Casper now looks to the outside of Macedonia. That's for the 4th spot. This time by 10 down, 10 to go. We got the battle now for 3rd between Nick Macedonia and Kevin Casper. What Kevin Casper needs right now is a caution flag. If he gets the yellow flag, believe me, this driver will be a contender for the lead for Alan Leach. Kevin Casper having a dynamite day coming up. The front stretch here gets an awesome jump, and now he takes over the 3rd spot by Nick Macedonia. Drivers starting to make themselves present. Kevin Casper, Ray Solia, still battling hard. And that's all the way to the 17. That's Jordan does. Here comes, feature winner already this year. And the King's in number 27. That's Mike Boydman. As we said before, the truck is not the way it was a few weeks ago. But keep your eyes on it. Kevin Casper is the man on the move. He's on a mission today. Kevin Casper with Shady Tree Auto Sales. Borges used auto parts. Sadans Credit Union number 28 has moved into 2nd. He now sets his sights on number 43 of Alan Leach. That's fast as Casper is right now. He may not need the caution flag to catch Alan Leach. That truck is by far the fastest truck on the racetrack. 5 laps to and around to the top of the racetrack where both Leach and the 28 for Casper. The man who made out there, David, the paint engineer, number 87 for Tracy Roulette. Tracy Roulette, only in his sophomore season, I believe, in the number 87. One thing that stuck out of my mind about Tracy Roulette next year. Another driver. In 1999. If you're here tomorrow, the paint engineering, Chuck's general cleaning, number 87 for Tracy Roulette, or the Can Bigot Excavating, Columbus Oil, number 92 for Nick Macedonia. One of these drivers could be picking up their first feature win. Well, that brings him down as he rolls him through three, looking to hit the gas at the stripe out of Fords. Roulette, Macedonia on the front row, Soulier in the man in the next row. Oh, looks over the green flag was, and here we go. That's all the pressure on him right now. And here comes Macedonia just to add a little more pressure. The two drivers that have not picked up wins so far this season are out in front. Two of the veterans sitting second and third. Third and fourth is Ray Sawyer and Joe Lillard. Oh, Joe's got a big Macedonia on the 92. It looks like he's got the outside group working. He has the advantage over the right down the back stretch. As they roll into three, rolling on and rolling the white flag. Here they come. Off the second, off the third straightaway. Big Macedonia, the Can Bigot Excavating, number 92. The rookie driver trying to pick up his first win. Roulette steps up, he's off the pace. Macedonia takes over the lead. Around goes Roulette. Here comes Nick Macedonia to pick up his first ever feature win. What a job for the youngster. Nick Macedonia on a roll. Congratulations to the Macedonia family. What a job, Nicholas. Good job for the Can Bigot Excavating, Columbus Auto Sales, Columbus Auto. Broadway Auto Parts, number 92 for the youngster Nick Macedonia, folks. Let's give it up. Tough break. Tracy Roulette stepped off the second turn. The truck went sideways. He had Ray Sawyer backed up. Nick Macedonia picks up his first ever win in the Scott's Landscaping, Columbus Oil, Spectator, Broadway Auto Parts, Can Bigot Excavating, number 92. How about that for Nicholas Macedonia? We wondered what Macedonia was going to visit Victory Lane first. Well, the youngster got him. It's going to be a little rivalry going on this week between the brothers. I'm sure Jay's going to be there very soon. But once again, folks, in that Columbus Oil Company, the Spectator.
Yeah, I need it for the next one.
Nick, congratulations on a great run. You had to be nervous there at the end.
Oh, you couldn't believe that.
Now,
Still going.
it's been a couple of years. You started, I think this is what, your third season with second season with the trucks, and you've been close before. How sweet is it?
Oh, it's unbelievable. Phenomenal.
Now, after all this, you've got to have some people you want to thank for this.
Oh, my father, my grandfather. If it wasn't for them, my mother hopping up and down. If it wasn't for my grandfather and my father, I wouldn't be on the track. Brian Souza, James Lawrence, David Darling, all the Darlings, everyone, thanks. Woo!
Don't forget the sponsors.
Oh, all my sponsors, definitely.
Well, who are they?
Nat, oh Nat, gotta thank Nat, he's the man. Columbus Oil, Columbus Auto, Swansea Auto Parts, they help a lot. They give us all parts.
Well, we're going to give you a chance to catch your breath. A tough win, but congratulations. Your first ever victory in the Seekonk Sport Party. Ladies and gentlemen,
And we're awesome kids.
Go!
much to lose control, running wide open. Looking ahead, ever in the rear view. But you can't slow down, there's someone right behind you. Firing up my blood, burning in my soul. Feel that motor rocking and I'm ready to roll. I hit the road, running wide open, out on the edge of the envelope. The thunder rolls, my wheels are smoking. Too much to lose control, running wide open. Someone right behind you, firing up my blood, burning in my soul. Feel that motor rocking and I'm ready to roll. I hit the road, running wide open, out on the edge of the envelope. The thunder rolls, my wheels are smoking. Too much to lose control.
Picks up the win. Now they are going to concentrate on putting Jay's truck in victory lane as well. Post-stop 50 lapper now rolling out onto the field. After the first one, it was a bust. Number 3, it will be Billy Goodwell. Started third on the field, driving the Joe Harrison, LaCava Brothers Auto Supply. Arbella Insurance, number 46, out of Somerset, Massachusetts. It will be the Shark, Chad Chase, and alongside of Chase, driving the number 15. Out of Belleville, Massachusetts, Dave Gomes Jr. on number 15, it's Mike Hassel. The 0-2 for the Mad Dog, Matt Dewey. He'll start next out of Seekonk, Massachusetts in the 0-2. And alongside out of Somerset, Mass, at number 96 is Dave Hutchins. Neon Wayne Dion will start next to third post in the East Dion Road, number 99. And alongside of Dion, one of the drivers to keep your eyes on in the 50 lappers, out of Rainham, Massachusetts, to the Master Buick, 44 Rickers, number 42, it's Bobby LeClaire. The Rainbow Rentals, number 95, out of Westport, is Bill Manchester. Berkeley, Mass. brings you number 41. The Len Ellis on number 41 for Dick Houlihan. And alongside, after a great run in the first race, out of Tubular, Rhode Island, it's Rob Murray. Next to post, another driver coming off of a great run in the first race and finishing in the fourth spot. Out of Johnston, Rhode Island, he'll start 13th in the second round. Out of Johnston, it's Tom Scully. And alongside of Scully, out of Westport, Massachusetts, in the G. Lopes Construction. Fishing vessel at the name, number 14, it's Flying Freddy Estelle. Well, who finished second and put all the pressure on your winner out of Westport, Massachusetts, and the New England Recycling. G. Lopes Construction, or number 24, it's Radical Rick Barron. And starting alongside of Orton, the feature winner in the first of the 50-lap ball. Smoke blowing from the back of the neon pit PX, number 99. Caution is coming right out. A tough break for the former seat in many years there at Seekonk Speedway. Participating on a part-time basis, he sits on the pole. Bobby Power breaks in full speed, coming out of Bobby green flag. Williams, Helen with the advantage. Chad Chase with the Garrison Insurance number 46. Oh, we got Sean Lloyd goes around. Bobby Tripp goes around. The 7 of Newman is involved along with the 87 of Cavallaro. Top break for Rob Murray. Back here in the Pro Stock ranks now at Seekonk. A great run in the first feature coming down 5th in Consumer Auto Supply number 08. Also driving for Greg Pakewood up in Thompson on Sundays this sit on down. You can see Kevin Boucher. He'll be down in the Victory Lane area. Kevin will be doing the Victory Lane announcements tonight as he has a sore throat, so we relieved him of his duties for this evening. So Kevin is up in Victory Lane. He'll be doing the Victory Lane announcements. You can see that on the video if you look at Frank and Helen's video. And $20, you get the whole night, which is 250-lap features. So if Bobby Tripp is your favorite driver, or Nick Macedonia, you can head on down and see the young Helen Souza. Even though she's had a birthday today, she is still very young. The young Helen Souza. And she can give you that video next week of Bobby Tripp picking up his first victory of the season, or Nick Macedonia picking up his first ever Seekonk Sport Truck victory. Join all the winners down on Torrance on Tuesday nights. Here they come, rolling through Twin, pulling on the gas at the stripe, ready now across the green, pulling with the jump again. Johnson's taking to the bottom. Bobby Powell picking up 30 left off. Former Sportsman Pro Stock. Staying down here at the Seekonk Speedway got a limited schedule. Everybody punching up. Vivian Arroyo loses the bumper cover. Eddie St. Angelo involved. The number 2 for Tom Scully. Nick Cameron once again involved. And the 33 of Lee facing the wrong way. Cavallaro already heading to the pit area. Tough break for the second feature for the Superpowers team, St. Angelo and Aurora. Both of these drivers looking to pick up a clean sweep tonight, not to be. St. Angelo didn't complete. He had a DNF in the first feature. Now he sits far deep in the pack. You see 08 of Murray, the 7 of Newman, the 2 of Scully. They're all headed into the pit before he won. He's going to kill me when he hits that. That's the best thing he's yeah, let him go. Throw the green. Green is out. Eddie Moore lets him go. Bobby Powell picks up 40 left. Number 3 sets his sights on Helen. Ray Neal back out on the track, and once again the same situation. Smoke everywhere. Once again, folks, we cannot complete a lap in this 50-lap main event. Looks like the 28 of Todd Henshaw, Mike Hassel in the 15. Tom Scully with bad luck again in the Universal Ambulance number 2. And I'm trying to look who the other car might be on the bottom. It looks like it's Danny Gamache in the number 27. Somebody got into the back of Mike Hassel. Hassel went around and everybody with nowhere to go. The ambulance apparently just wanted to take a lap. And they did have the ambulance practice here on Thursday night. Number 41 for Dick Houlihan and the 15 for Hassel. Dion also unfortunately, Dion, they made some adjustments in last. Looking for Dewey to roll back out onto the speedway. All eyes are on the tunnel now. Bobby Pellin slowing the field down on the back straightaway. Pellin slows the field down as they start Grievance out. Bobby Pellin gets the John Goodwin legs. Chad Chase slips up, and that allows Dave Hutchins to drive by. Contact in the middle of the field between Goodwin and Bobby Chip. Everybody straightens out, and Chad Chase is off the way. So Chad has a right front slot. See the car pushing going down. He's goes to the turn. He now takes it up to the high side. Let the bill in the 46 with those insurance. Chad goes on first now. Gets it up to the line. 15 of Mike Hassel. Looks like he may have a left front flat tire. So tough work for him as well. That Dewey never got to make it back out. And that's going to hurt all these drivers in the points. Bobby Pellin continues to lead over number 3. A very good row. Still holding on. One of them rookie on the move down. Number 42 of the mastery of Pontiac. Number 42 for the rookie Bobby Leclerc. Looks like he's been driving the post-op all his life. That distance chassis works perfect almost every week, and Leclerc, one of the smoothest drivers out there, he's going to get to the front. Another driver getting to the front once again is the number 14 of number 95 with Billy Manchester. Dave Hutchins out of Somerset, Mass. Moving into second place. Looking for his first win of 1999. Where's Leclerc now on the outside? Bobby Leclerc brings he continues to hold the first spot as he goes around. Number 3 of Billy Goodrow. Here comes Brian Freddie Starr, folks. The guy exciting show. Comes the final one. It's Freddie Starr on the outside of Billy Goodrow right now for 4. On the outside is a Starr, but what's he doing with it? What's he doing with this thing? Manchester having one of his better runs. One driver that is off the pace. The number 24 for Radical Rick Martin. He gets to put down the number 33 of Randy. And he slips down to the first spot. Now it's Pellin, Hutchins, Leclerc, Martin, and Billy Manchester in the top 5. It's Hill coming up to make a charge for the top 5 last week. That brings out yet another caution. It is 50-lap Pro Stock main event. Looks like something has broken. 41 joining the rear of the field. That's Tekula and USA Gases number 41. And Wayne Dion has joined the rear of the field in the Dell's Lemonade Tantation number 99. Looks like they have changed the pin hot bar on that number 99, so he's just out here plugging away for some points like Chad Chase. Caution lights are out. It's this time the front row is made up of Bobby Pellin and Dave Hutchins, both looking for their first win in the 99 campaign. Bobby Leclerc sits in third, and Flying Freddie Estelle sits in fourth. Billy Manchester rounds out the top 5. They hit the strike, the green flag. There's way back to international. Mike Hassel comes to join the rear field. Hassel in the tail of number 24, but back out in front. That's the number 12 for the A&A Auto Parts team in Bobby Pellin. Dave Hutchins sliding back. Bobby Leclerc, the top rookie in this first documentation is Bobby Pellin. Leclerc looking for win number 2 on the 99 campaign. One driver was stepped up. He now races side by side with his teammate Dave Hutchins. Up in front, Bobby Pellin continues to run, but he gets heavy pressure now for the last few minutes. Bobby Leclerc, sitting for third and Street Auto Center. Metals Recycling number 12 takes down the victory. The veteran here at the Speedway, Bobby Helen, takes down his feature victory. Well, a little controversy after the flag between Dave Hutchins and Rick Martin. Neither driver too happy with each other. Dave Mandel, thank you for helping us out in the announcer's tower. No problem, Tiger. Take it easy now. See you next week. The number 11 of Vinny and Aruma waiting up in the second turn area. Tough break for Vinny. He did come across the line, but after that, it looked like he scuffed the wall. Bobby Pellet out of the car raises his fist in the victory fist. Been quite some time since Bob Pellet has won a race here, so this is going to be a sweet victory for the number 12 for the A&A Auto Parts team. So Bobby Pellet picking up the win.
That movie wants to get you in the screen there. Nice job. You did a hell of a job. Thank you. You were pretty battle news, Bobby. Flames did it, buddy. Good job.
I guess that's it. Bobby, you got to sign autographs for everybody. There's a lot of people waiting for you now.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Nice run, Bobby. Take it away.
You got to sign autographs.
Yeah, I know. I'm keeping it so.
Barring the fact that they have to go out to the scales and the technical inspection. After this, Kevin Boucher will be up in the victory lane with Bobby Pellet signing autographs and do the victory lane announcements. Recycling, forward for the John Claspy Fund as well, the guys from the Jet number 57 Street Stock. I want to thank you for donating your money and valuables, whatever you put into the hat for John. It'll be much appreciated. The final feature of the night will be the Street Stock feature, starting on the pole out of Seekonk, Massachusetts. Down to the Downs Restaurant, Don's Motor number 8. Coming down, Eric Snell gets the jump. Here comes forward up on the outside. Now runs up to the bottom side, 3 wide down the back straightaway, and it's got to come out on top. Forward goes around, almost goes around. He makes contact, he saves the car. That allows for Helen to go to the lead, and the Mr. G is number 6. He takes over the second spot. Eric Snell now starting to slide back, and he's bringing back with him the 46 for Kevin Foley. Foley wraps the back bumper of the number 83 Camaro. Here comes safety number 1 is going up to the second spot. He makes quick work out of Mr. G's number 6 for Rich Camaro, and he sets his sights on number 5 for Tommy Patato. Following through is the number 28, the WSA champion 28 for 32. So far, so everybody bunks it up now. Boland's starting to drag him back as well as Eric Snow. They're making a 2-car road run, so everybody has to try to get around. Just snuck by with the 37 and took us for corners hard at the outside run. He's going to cut back in front of traffic. The crew down the short catches him, so does Jimmy Silver, Danny Gabosh, and a tough break for Ryan Connors. Everybody was bunched up. And Ryan Connors had nowhere to go back to Street Stock feature action. Furtado gets the jump, and he's going to have hard time on a home run for Helen challenging Catherine to 98 run. Number 16 from Malta, way out wide goes the 4 for Robbie Kohler. Kohler tucks back in. He lost about 4 spots there. still side by side, all the way to the top 8 drivers. Furtado, Stacy Norton, Eric Snell and the 22 football dealer. All these drivers side by side racing. Now the field begins to string out, and this time, your new leader, driving the heavyweight flag. Number 16, it's Stacy Norton. Around goes the 6, but kind of a lot of contact between him and Kevin Ford. One driver who just missed that was number 83 for Eric Snell. The caution is out one more time. And the Seekonk Sport Truck, keep your eyes on the 28 of Beerwood. Billy Beerwood has run very well and now sits in the 3rd spot. Lead is out. Bolton tries to lead. He gets the lead for Tyler. Hanging close. To the bottom side, number 5 on the outside here. But it's going to be Stacy Bolton as they head down the back straightaway. Furtado trying to take over the 2nd spot. Pinches off Billy Beerwood, and he looks to the bottom side of Stacy Bolton. It's going to take a lot to get around him. Back in the field. Number 16, that's the 21 of Bonneville. 2 cars go around on the 3rd. That's the 85, the Quill down the shell finds himself in a cloud of smoke. And the number 2 for Doug Rio. Looks like Rio going into turn 2 made some contact. Flag material as you see Eddie Moore reaching for the top colors right there. Stop. Eddie Harrington gonna tell him what he did wrong right there, but Eddie Moore telling Eddie Harrington to relay a message that the night would be done for Mr. Rio. Kevin Boucher up in front in the Cat Country WE Prey Trucking, number 16. Billy Beardwood, one more time, keep your eyes a little bit farther back on the number 21 of Bobby Betancourt. Bolton, big jump, Green is out. And that's what our system will be doing. Eric Stone goes around, he backs the Spanky's Racing Collectible 83 to the infield. Gets the car fired up, but he's going to go down a lot as the field now steps up. Eric's going to hustle to get to keep himself on the same lap, but it's going to be tough. Stacy Norton is right stepping and throwing his face out in front, and the field is starting to shrink out already, trying to keep up with it. Bolton with that orange Camaro out in front. Billy Beardwood is now taking over the 2nd spot. Furtado not going to give it up that easy. He knocks up and he's over. Furtado gets fixed to the glass. And he loses a bunch of spots because here comes 2 wide, 3 wide down the back straightaway. Bobby Betancourt and Paul Bailey. Around goes to number 3 for P1. Everybody bounces off from Steve Randall to 116. And once again, the field goes under caution. So tough break for the number 3 of P. Rhoda. Rhoda made contact with somebody. You see damage done to the rear of the race car. The sheet metal all dimed in. So it makes it a little bit quicker. Field edges towards the gas line. Bolton gets the jump, but not for long. He bounces off of Billy Beardwood. Furtado trying to get down to the bottom side of Beardwood. And keep your eyes up on the outside, blue for the blue and white, number 21 of Bobby Betancourt. This time by halfway down, halfway down. The field bouncing off each other in the middle. Everybody scatters, everybody back the other way. As Furtado has worked his way back to the 2nd spot. Now Beardwood sliding back as he's bringing back with him the 21 of Betancourt. That allows the number 22 for Paul Bailey, the national dealer. Side of Tommy Furtado down the back straightaway. 2 by 2 is the rig, and the rigs is the number 28 of Beardwood. Billy Beardwood having one of his best runs of the year in the WSA Trucking. That's racing against number 28. and Stacy Norton goes around in a cloud of smoke, and it's a good thing that that happened. Well, it did. Tom Patano can't see to go through the smoke, so he is stopped.
Backwards. There you go. Don't hit that button. Don't hit that record. So here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Second time in 1999. Driving the Cat Country 98.1, number 16. Ladies and gentlemen, Stacy Moulton with win number 2 on the season. Stacy, you look a little bit tired after that one.
All right, baby.
It's over here.
That's not right.
And a little bit cooled off now. Congratulations on your second one of the year.
Thank you. I want to thank my sponsors. Cat Country, W Freight Truck and Countryside Signs, Power Computer System, Magazoo Auto Body, Meineke, Goodman's Auto Body, Goodman's Auto Repair. We just got a new sponsor in, which is Victory Lane and the Taunton Galleria, and also Blackpool Auto. I want to thank everybody, and been up here once before and never said thank you to my crew. These guys are the ones that do it. Without them, I wouldn't be here. We don't always work too hard on it, but when we do, we put forth our best effort. I don't know. It was great to win tonight. The only bad thing is that we lost a competitor. He's in the hospital. He's not doing too well. We hope the best for John. Hope he gets better. That's why I backed it in. I wanted to have a get well 57 on this side, so we take the picture. Maybe we could send one to him.
Well, a good sign to John Clasby, competitor, and congratulations on win number 2.
Thank you.
Stacy Moulton with win number 2 in the 1999 season, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, you want a hat? And I don't mean Bausch's.
I don't think so, not now.
Smile this time, Stace. It's good. They told me they wanted to do something.
Nick's gonna kill Raz in a little while.
Great music.
He's gonna kill Raz.
Then near the tires so we can get Cat Country in there. Get it both ways.
Put the flag right under that 57.
Even Burt Reynolds in that black Trans Am. I'm gonna meet feeling so tight, driving along through the Houston, Texas night. You're my last love, baby, you're my last chance. Don't let them take me to the Cadillac Ranch. Cadillac, Cadillac, long and dark, shiny and black. Pulled up to my house today, came and took my little girl away. Cadillac, Cadillac, long and dark, shiny and black. Open up your engines, let them roar, tearing up the highway like a big old dinosaur. Cadillac, Cadillac, long and dark, shiny and black.
And now to the Cat Country number 16 for Stacy Bolton. Also a feature winner tonight, driving the number 8, first time this season, Eddie Gannon. Congratulations to him as well. Thanking Helen's Videos, taking some videos of the car. They're going to go to Victory Lane. The Converse photo guys are down there. They're going to take some on-track pictures, and then they'll head up to Victory Lane. If you want to head on up, get your picture taken with Stacy Bolton. He'll be up there momentarily. He's going to have to go onto the scales. But at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to wish you all, if you're not going to end up spending tomorrow with us here at the Seekonk Speedway, we wish you a happy 4th of July. If not, we will see you back here tomorrow night. On behalf of Kevin Boucher and the track and management here at the Seekonk Speedway, I'm Tiger Perry, and thank you for spending the evening with us.
Johnny's got love, one love in his life. It wasn't his girlfriend, it isn't his wife. He loves Jesus and he knows it ain't sin. The only thing that Johnny's interested in is junk cars. Can get him over his mind, junk cars. Who's with him all the time? Up on blocks for the world to see. There's a way of thinking how sharp they'll be, junk cars. His little Mustang's hot. Yes, sir, whether it runs or not. Johnny likes living. Johnny just loves junk cars. He's got a 69 Plymouth that he's crazy about. 3 wrecked Hondas and he's parting them out. Grease on the dishes and grease on the plants. Grease on the pockets of his Sunday pants. Junk cars can get him off of his mind. Junk cars, who's with him all the time. Up on rocks for the world to see. You buy the new and someday there'll be junk cars. His little Mustang's hot. Yes, sir, whether it runs or not. Johnny likes living, but Johnny just loves junk cars. He's got a condo, mobile home, recon driver in the bathroom alone. Made a coffee table out of dead diehards. A hubcap bird bath line in his yard. Junk cars can get him off of his mind. Junk cars, who's with him all the time. Up on blocks for the world to see. He lays away thinking how sharp they'll be. Junk cars, his little Mustang's hot. Yes, sir, whether it runs or not. Johnny likes living, and Johnny just loves junk cars. They ain't junk to him. Yeah, this is Johnny. What do you mean when I'm gonna haul him off? I just haul him in here. I'll tell you right now. One man's junk is another man's treasure. Oh, sir, that ain't junk. Do you know how much a headlight costs for a car like that? Oh, that trim ring and that wheel right there. What about that trim ring and headlight? Go buy one of them junkyards, it'll break you